Ooh. It's important to stay hydrated, folks. That's the most important thing. Okay. How are y'all doing? I am very slow right now. Yeah, this is terrible. Oh boy. I'm really slow right now. I don't know why. It's really weird that I'm laggy like that. But then again, my computer is a piece of junk, so there's that too. Pretty good. It's the weekend, so I don't have to work because the weekend is nice. Oh, there it goes. Now it's kind of not doing the glee thing anymore. Mituna, that's really sweet of you. I appreciate it. I'm sorry you left the fandom, though. Do you still watch the episodes? Because, I mean, you don't have to be a part of the fandom to enjoy something. Because there's a lot of things that I enjoy that I'm not part of the fandom on, because most fandoms are toxic. Luckily, the Standard Size fandom is not one of them. At least not the entire fandom. There are some toxic points, but every fandom's got that. Let's see. Kitties. Dot is in here with me. She's right there. You can't see her, though. Come here, Dot. The people want to say hi. You want to come say hi to the people? No? No? Why not? Ugh. Hello. She's like very bright in the natural light because she's white. Here she is. Easy down. Virgil and Callie are elsewhere. I don't know where they are. They're somewhere in the house. Probably asleep together, being honest. Yeah, she baby. And she's doing okay, for those of you who were wondering. I haven't taken her back to the vet yet, but nothing's really changed about the way that she has been lately, so I'm not trying to save up money to be able to actually take her, but for now she's all right. She's just gonna stand there. Sorry, my glasses, the natural light of my window is like proving that my glasses are so gross. Oh, thanks, Maxie. Oh, me too. I'm really sorry about that. I have a Tumblr that you can follow if you want to follow, like I stay out of any kind of debates and anything like that. So if you want to follow my Tumblr to get some Standard Sides content, feel free. It's in the description. I'm really sorry. I don't really RP anymore like I did when I was younger, but it's not right that they made you feel like that. So I'm sorry. Oh, Stock, you're doing Inktober. I was going to do Inktober, but I was going to do the Standard Sides one that someone came up with on Instagram by editing stuff in Photoshop, but I've just been too busy and too lazy. Oh, thanks, Jackie. You followed me and CJ? Appreciate it. That's awesome. CJ is an amazing artist. You really need to look through their art tag because it is so flipping good. It's amazing. Cheesy, so you got yeah, it's always good to get like I do that all the time in real life. I always reference the sides even though no one I know would reference like understand what I'm referencing, but I always talk I always say what the heckity heck like whenever I am confused about something. No one knows what I'm talking about, but if there's somebody around that knew the sides, they would know. Oh, CJ's Tumblr is Artistic Victorian. I can type it into the thing if y'all need me to, but it's also in my bio of my Tumblr. So if you go to my Tumblr and look at my bio, their name isn't there. Oh, and you're welcome, Mituna, no problem. I don't reblog too much, to be honest, and I don't really post too much either. But like I post a lot around the time that a video is being posted, so that's usually where I do most of my content. Oh, Lily, I'm sorry. I don't really have any friends to talk about Standard Sides with either, like in real life. Like, I mean, I have CJ, of course, And then my brother knows a little bit about it, but no one like to like really get into it with. Everybody that I talk to is online, so I understand that. But how are you all doing? It's finally not hot where I am. We had a cold front come through, and it was actually chilly yesterday, and the wind was blowing, and it was awesome, and it was great. And I really hope that continues because I am tired of the heat. Ah, Jay, you said good, I guess. That's not good. And Lily, nice eye. Yes, I am. I am wearing the All Pizzas Are Beautiful shirt. This one. I love the shirt. Because it's true. All pizzas are beautiful. Even though I'm really picky on what I eat, all pizzas are beautiful. Yeah, it hasn't, like, we're actually going through a drought in my area, Mituna, actually. Like, it hasn't significantly rained in my area in over 30 days. And it was kind of chilly in my house the other day because I was wearing my Roman sweater. See, I have it laying like right here. I was wearing it the other day because I was like, I told CJ to pick a side of the core four, and they picked Roman, so I wore it for a couple hours. Oh, speaking of merch, so for those of you who were here when I showed off all my merch to you guys, I actually forgot something. I only realized it when I did the laundry the other day. I was like, I don't think I showed this off, but I have the Crofters shirt that has Logan and the Crofters bear on it. I forgot to show that to you guys, but I do have it. It's in the closet. It's okay, Sydney. I started earlier today because I have somewhere to be at 1, so I couldn't start at noon like I normally do. And don't forget, guys, I will not be here next Saturday, the 12th. There will be no live stream on the 12th because I'm going up to Chicago to see Ninja Sex Party, which is mostly made up of the Game Grumps. And they're going to be up there doing their 10th anniversary tour. It's supposed to be their biggest show yet, so I'm like really, really excited. I've actually met Dan and Brian before at Indie PopCon a couple years ago, so it'll be cool to watch them actually get to perform because they didn't get to perform when I came there. Safira, I saw a little bit of the live stream, not too much. I heard that they're going to be rerunning the sweaters, I think Thomas said they were going to bring back the old ones. So that's pretty cool. Maxie, you're going to get a Crofter jar when I figure out how to ship one, okay? I have like a bajillion. And, from the member live stream, they said they're still writing the script, so I'm going to assume we probably won't get an episode until November. At least. Oh, well, those aren't the kind of sweaters I'm talking about, though, Maxie. Those are, like, sweatshirts. That's a little different. At least to, like, Americans, that's not a sweater. Like this is a sweater because it's, like, cotton and made of wool and stuff. Those sweatshirts are made, like, out of T-shirt material, which is a little different. I still want it, though. Like, I still want Virgil's. But I gotta watch my money right now. Yep, Dot's right there. She decided to sit down within camera shot. They see you, Dot. She closed her eyes and she slow blinked. That was cute. Vic, that's awesome. You need to make sure you send me a picture on Tumblr when you get it because I want to see it on people. I have to wait and save up some money. See, Safira, that's my other fear is why I really want the Virgil outfit, the new sweatshirt. I'm really afraid that Deceit and Remus merch is going to come really soon, and I want to make sure I have money for that. Especially Deceit merch, because I really, really want some Deceit merch. Like, I like Remus, but I love Deceit, so. I definitely want to do that. But guys, I have officially been working on the all 28 episodes of the Sanders Sides in order from my least favorite to my favorite. I have been working on it. I want to say I'm approximately 30% of the way done with the first part of the video. And I'm going to say this here. I'm going to have you guys hold me to it, but I might get that video out next Saturday, so you guys have some content from me. That's not, since I won't be here to do a live stream. I don't think they'll wait that long, Saphira, because we're not going to get a dark side in the next episode. That means we have to wait until 2020, and I really don't think they're going to make us wait that long. Munira, I really want to do more Sanders Sides Theory videos, but it's kind of difficult for me to know exactly what would be interesting to talk about, because I do talk about a lot on this channel already in the live stream, so I just don't know what you guys would like find interesting to actually watch. So if you got some ideas, you can leave them in the chat. You can wait until the video is actually posted. You can post them down in the comments. I don't know what is actually interesting that you guys would want to see me make a video about, I guess. Oh yeah, Jackie, that's from, he was in a tank top because it's from his Halloween themed short vid that he posted last night. Oh, bye, me Tuna. Hope you have a good day too. And I'm a nerd. The reason why I have to leave is because I have to be somewhere at 1 o'clock, and the somewhere is at a gym to do a Pokemon raid. Pokemon Go raid. Because I'm a nerd. Brave Ravenclaw says, I feel like Remus has to be in SVS Part 2 because why else would they introduce him in the middle if he wasn't really important? Because I think it's funny. I think it was a user called, I think it was Not So Innocent Bystander on Tumblr, Jordan. I'm pretty sure she was the first one to say this, but someone's like, isn't it ironic that we get Remus's episode in the middle of what's kind of like a two-parter because he's intrusive thoughts, so he just kind of throws himself right in the middle? I think that's pretty good. So that's my idea of like why Remus just inserts himself in there. It's just because like, oh, let me just interrupt here. And then let's see, Lesbian Life. What is your favorite line from Deceit off the top of your head? Oh God, Deceit has so many good ones though. How can you put me on the spot like that? Let me think about it. On top of my head, my favorite Deceit line is probably, probably the suck up. Like, you were sucking up to Roman this entire time. Were you kidding me? Deceit. Anyway, Dragon Saphira, yes, I am. That's next Friday, right? Oh my God, I forgot that was next Friday. I'm tempted to do a react to that video. What do you guys think? Should I do a react to that collab video that Thomas is going to be in, like the Prince outfits? I can't remember what it was called, but I mean, I don't know if you guys be interested in seeing a react to that. Okay, cool. I think I will. I really like doing content like reactions. I think it'd be pretty good. Oh yeah, Deceit. Oh, what does he say there, Maxie? Oh no, Maxie says that her favorite Deceit scene is when he pulls the Butterfingers out of Patton's ear. You know, if he's better at debating than he is at existing, and just the way he says that line is just, oh, it's so good. Defending than existing. Okay, I can't remember if it was defending or debating. I knew it was a D. But, like, I was just like, I remember when I first heard that, I was just like, oh my God, Thomas. Oh, I know. Saphira, you're right. That Deceit moment at the end of SVS is so good because he's so upset. He's like, you guys just don't get it. You're pretty much what he's saying is that they're blowing it out of proportion. Like, they're just, putting it way too, I don't know, like, I feel like sometimes the sides go over and above what they're, like, the way they should talk about certain things, at least in my opinion. Sometimes I wish, like, we had, like a good example would be, like, way back when, excuse me, I ate, so I'm going to burp a lot. But back when we had, like, the shorter episodes that were really short, like Mine versus the Heart, for example, is probably, is one of the best episodes. Was really good because, like, we get a debate, but, like, it's not blown out of proportion. Like, Thomas gives examples as to, like, the point of the debate, and then they talk about it for a second, they compromise, and it's over. And it always bothers me that now it's got to be this big charade of stuff. Like, we can't just have a simplistic answer. There's got to be, 6 different layers of what the truth is. So that's why I'm just like, and Saphira, if you want me to, I could easily do that, because Deceit's point in this episode goes above and beyond anybody who watched it. Like, it always bothers me. Like, I know people are entitled to their own opinion, and I'm not going to say anybody's opinion is wrong, because no one's opinion is wrong. But, like, the amount of joking in that episode when Deceit is trying to be serious actually kind of pisses me off. Because, like, the part where he's on the stand and he's talking about how he wants to protect Thomas from society, and that, he doesn't want Thomas to be, vulnerable in a society where, lying can, hurt you. And, Virgil's like, you're being way too serious about this. Why, we were talking about a wedding, and Deceit's like, oh, were we really? I thought we were talking about, rights and wrongs and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, Virgil just belittles Deceit's purpose so much. And I don't really know why he does. And the thing is, a lot of people were like, oh, well, then Deceit won. That means he wants to go to the callback. I'm like, no, Deceit's purpose in this whole episode wasn't to get Thomas to go to the callback. It wasn't to get Thomas to go to the wedding. It was to get Thomas to stop lying to himself and to recognize that he was lying to himself by saying he wanted to go to the wedding because he didn't. And that's why Deceit's like, ooh, I win, because Thomas admitted that he didn't want to go to the wedding. And it bothers me so much that like, all of them, every single character, even Logan, thinks that Deceit wanted him to go to the callback, or wanted him to, I don't know. It makes me so mad that Deceit doesn't get a fair seat at the table because of his name being Deceit, like, because of his main representation of helping Thomas lie. And it's just, they mock. The thing is, Maxie, they mock him the entire time. They don't really take him too seriously in the courtroom either, because anytime he tries to get really serious, it always gets turned on its head when Patton comes up to do his defending. It always ends up being a funny joke. And that's another thing that bothers me, is, I'm sorry, Patton should have been a little bit better at this. Like, I hate it that Patton sits there and is, like, really serious with Thomas, like, oh, I don't, Thomas is like, I don't want to be seen as evil, I don't want to be seen as a liar, a bad person. And Patton's like, then I'll make sure you won't be. And then he gets up there and starts joking around again. And I'm just like, Patton, buddy, wasn't the whole point of you doing this to defend your host? Why are you doing this? Like, why are you acting like this is all so funny and like it's a joke? Like, I don't know. I'm sorry, my hair's really bothering me. I got a little short piece of hair there and it keeps sticking out. I'm like, stop it. And I get that Virgil doesn't like Deceit. Obviously, they have a very heavy backstory that we haven't gotten to yet. But it's just really frustrating whenever a side is trying to be serious in the way they help Thomas, but all the other sides want to see it as a joke. And I think that's why Deceit, if Deceit had anything to do with it, I think that's why Deceit pushed Remus to go out there and mess with them, because he was pissed. Because he's like, okay, fine. If you're not going to listen to me, take this chaotic asshole who won't listen to you. Because Remus doesn't care what you think of him. He doesn't care what you think of what he does. He's just going to do it. And I think that's kind of the reality that the other sides need, that not every part of Thomas is going to listen to each and every one of them, I guess. Because, like, Remus is this chaotic, mastermind, and he's just going to sit there and do whatever he feels like he wants to do, and whenever he wants to do it, and you can't tell him to stop because he's not going to listen. He's just not going to care. He's going to sit there and say exactly what he feels, and if that offends you, well, oops. Like, I'm sorry, I have to do my job, and you're not going to stop me from doing my job. So, I don't know. I just... The characterization of some of the characters in more recent episodes has gotten me a little on edge. Dealing with intrusive thoughts was better. We kind of got back to normal, but here lately, I just don't like the fact that Patton's been playing off as a joke, and also that he has no faults, because he definitely does. Like, I don't know, the amount of people that came out in the aftermath of SVS saying that, like, Patton didn't do anything wrong, and I'm just like, you do realize he's manipulating the whole situation. Like, he's literally telling Thomas that he's a bad person for having these innocent thoughts. And I'm just like, thoughts are not an equal to action, guys. Like, just because Thomas thinks something, just because it crosses his mind, doesn't mean that he's actually going to do it. He did leave the teaching to Logan, but he also just kind of let Remus do whatever he wanted. And I feel like because of the way the song implies that Remus talked to Deceit first before he came to them, it leads me to believe that Remus actually does really listen to Deceit and does what he says, does what Deceit tells him to do. I mean, maybe that's true, maybe it's not. But I don't know. I feel like there's so many different ways, because, like, people want to sit there and say in SVS that, like, yes, I know Deceit visibly benched Logan to the back of the room, but they all have summoning abilities. Like, if Patton really wanted his help, he could have been like, Logan, help me, and Logan would have done it. But Patton didn't ask Logan for help either. Like, it's not just Deceit that benched Logan, it was also Patton. So, if they really wanted a compromise or an actual solution, they both would have asked him, but they didn't. I don't know. I'm just frustrated. I mean, I want another episode because I really want to know what the whole... I want the conclusion of SVS that started, way back in April. Brave Ravenclaw, what do you mean? You saying that when he sent Remus? Is that what you mean? Like in the music video? Because that wasn't actually Deceit. That was just Remus, like, cosplaying as Deceit, I guess. Hello, everybody who's just now joining. I got on a rant. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the chat. Yeah, my hair is being unruly today. I'm not a fan. It's just like, bleh. Anyway. Yeah, exactly. Like, nobody wanted Logan there. Even Virgil could have been like, Logan would probably, like, Virgil knows that Logan would probably be better than Patton in defending, but Virgil agreed with Patton, so he wasn't going to make Patton go anywhere. So that's also why Virgil didn't say anything about, Logan being involved. And then, of course, Roman's just like, we already have our roles. So, yeah, all the sides could have given Logan the spotlight, regardless of Deceit's control of the situation. And it's just like, Saphir, and that's what I'm getting at. I'm getting at the fact that it was all about, the emotions versus how you really feel about a situation. So, like, I get that that's the whole point, but the fact that people want to sit there and blame Deceit for Logan being benched the entire time is wrong. All of the sides are at fault for Logan being benched, because not a single one of them asked his opinion, except for, like, a couple times. And I think it was mostly Thomas. Like, Thomas called out to Logan a couple times, and the only time Patton asked was about the statement. That's it. So I'm just like, why do they treat Logan like crap? And then we get Dealing with Intrusive Thoughts, where Logan is the hero again, which is great, because I love that episode. But it's just kind of like, I don't know. Yeah, Sydney, I didn't say that, but in the live stream, we're getting socks of the sides. I guess with their logos on it, I guess. And then apparently we're also maybe getting scarves. I think Audrey's the one designing the scarves. Is it Audrey or is it Quill? I don't remember. I think it may have been Audrey. But yeah, we're supposed to be getting scarves too. Oh, Lily, I'm gonna be streaming for about another hour. I'm gonna stop around 12:30 my time. But if it's 3:30 in the morning, you should sleep, honey. Don't stay up for another hour on my account. Go to bed. In stock, I don't want to say Patton is the villain either. I'm not saying anybody's the villain. They're all parts of Thomas, so it's not like there's a specific, villain or hero in the story. But it's just kind of like everybody's making out that Deceit is the only one in the wrong, and that bothers me because Patton is also in the wrong. He's also looking at things in a black and white way, and I don't think it's fair to sit there and blame one side and say one side is completely out of the blame when they're also in the argument, and there is two sides of the argument. Lily, it's 3:30 in the morning. You should still go to sleep. I'm just saying. Oh, Lois, we're just talking about SVS. That's all. Yeah, and Saphira, you're right. Like the whole dichotomy of light versus dark means nothing. They're all just sides, and some of them they are willing to manipulate and do what they have to get their way, and the other ones are not. That's literally like it. Sydney, they should make pajama pants. They make pajama pants, and then we can dress up as a side all the way down. Ashman, how do I feel about spooky season? I love fall. Autumn, it's my favorite season. And Lily, you do need sleep. Everybody needs sleep. Yeah, and Saphira, you're right. I mean, the dark sides was a name, and then we just started calling the other ones light sides to like make it even. But like both names are stupid. Like they're like how Virgil does at the end of dealing with intrusive thoughts. Whenever Thomas says something about the dark sides, and Virgil just goes the others. That's what he says, and that right there just leads me to believe that the idea of them being dark or evil is pointless. I just think they're things that Thomas would rather avoid rather than confront, and I think that's why they're known as the dark sides in Roman's mind. Yeah, I would like to say the others and the core four, and then I include Virgil in the core four. Yeah, and the others is the way that I wanted to do that. Like I always want to say the others, and sometimes I say dark sides if I'm trying to like explain how I feel about a certain thing. But yeah, like Izzy says, I say it for simplicity normally. Remus is still a part of creativity. He's just the evil part of creativity. Like the best way to explain Remus and how he would actually be beneficial to Thomas is to look at when he transforms into Joan in the episode. Like their part is where like Joan's there and he's like all bloody or whatever, and he's holding the and I'm saying he because it's Remus, but he's got like the severed hand or whatever, and he's pretending to be Joan, and he's like holding the he's doing the middle finger thing with all the blood and stuff. Thomas finds that disturbing, but there are plenty of people in this world that don't find that disturbing. So that's, that's the whole thing there, is that like Remus is the creativity that Thomas doesn't accept because he doesn't like it. And I think that's why a lot of people get confused about why Remus is so separate, like why there is two sides of creativity. But like even Logan explains it in the episode too, and it's mostly because of the fact that Thomas has segued that stuff in his mind to be nothing but bad stuff, and that's not really how it should be. No, like in a, I don't want to say normal, I guess an average person, the creativity wouldn't be split, because most people would, like people who enjoy horror movies or people who enjoy just creepy things in general, they absorb and love that side of themselves. They embrace it, they don't lock it away and hide it. And I feel like locking it, it's kind of like how in the episode when like Remus disappears and then like everybody's like, oh my god, I think he's gone, and Logan's like, don't do that, and then he pops back up, nails on a chalkboard, that right is the intrusive thought, because it's kind of like closing the door on a closet that's incredibly full. You push it shut and you push it shut and you finally shut it and you step back and all of a sudden it just flies open because it can't keep it shut. Thomas has shut the door too many times on those dark thoughts, and so now they're just going to keep exploding out via Remus. And I feel like that's the best way to explain him. But like in a normal, in an average person, the creativity would be in a door you could shut and it would be okay because it's not overfilled with too much negativity, too much, creepy stuff or stuff you don't like. And thing is I don't think that Logan is gray, in the gray area. The only one I think is in the gray area is Virgil. And the only reason why I say that is because Virgil has previously worked with Thomas through a lot of things. He's, been there to actually discuss and say, maybe this isn't, the best way. Like the best way to explain why I think Virgil is the gray area and not Logan is the very beginning of Fitting In. Whenever like, when Virgil's worried about the purple hair making him stand out, and he talks about, I haven't watched this episode in so long, but he talks about how he's like, maybe the God, I cannot focus on what I want to say. I'm sorry. That's why my videos I make have so many cuts in them. Is because Virgil says that it's going to bring too much attention, and he's saying it through gritted teeth. Like he's trying really hard to not be negative, but to explain something that may have a negative light. And I feel like that's the reason why I think Virgil is the closest to being truly the truly gray neutral side, because he could easily spin it and make it dark, but he can easily spin it and make it light. He can do kind of both. And I think Logan is a logical aspect. He's not really neutral, because if he was neutral, he'd be okay with lies, and he's not. I feel like Logan wants the truth. And that's why Logan is mostly would be considered in this dichotomy a light side, because he's not willing to lie to Thomas. Like in Dealing with Intrusive Thoughts, there's the part where Virgil's like, why are you lying? Because Logan is not willing to sit there and say, oh, Remus is evil or Remus shouldn't exist. He's like, no, I'm being, intellectually honest with Thomas. Like Remus is necessary. There are things that he does that only he can do. And I think that's really important to note, that if Logan was truly a neutral side, I don't think he would do that. He would sit there and say, oh, well, yeah, he's probably bad, or oh, he can be good. But no, Logan's strictly on the point of like, no, he's a good thing. This is something you need to do. And that's why I think Virgil is the truly neutral side, because he can change on a dime what side he's on. Because in Dealing with Intrusive Thoughts, for the longest time, he's really upset, really, obviously anxious, duh. But like he's on this little part, and immediately as soon as like the thoughts come up that like, Thomas is thinking all these bad thoughts, he immediately turns into this, blaming train of just like, you had these thoughts, Thomas, you're the horrible person. What? And that's, that's like the whole idea. I got on a rant again. I'm sorry. Yeah, Sydney, there you go. Like when you stand out like this, it can be, you know, not so good. And he kind of says it through gritted teeth. So that's why I'm kind of like, that's why he's not completely in the dark, but he's not completely in the light either. And Lois, you know, that's a really good thing to say too. The others is like a repressed sides. They're like they're pushed in the dark because Thomas doesn't want to confront them. And as he's beginning to confront them, they're starting to come into the light. Like Virgil was the first one because Thomas decided he needed to confront his anxiety and put his anxieties, you know, in certain situations and let it have a seat at the table per se. And then you have, you know, Deceit who comes up next because, you know, in Can Lie and Be Good, Thomas is like, he finally tells them that he wants to know what is going on. Like, and that's when, you know, Deceit comes out. And then, you know, Deceit learns from SVS that Thomas doesn't want to lie anymore. He doesn't want to be this perfect person anymore. He wants to be honest with himself. And that's why Remus shows up, because now Remus, the intrusive thoughts of this, you know, negativity can no longer be hidden, which is why Remus comes out, which is why I'm really convinced the next side's going to be an anger side. I'm probably wrong. It could be procrastination. I've seen a lot of arguments for that as well, because that's a topic they've never actually really bothered to touch in the series. But I don't know. I'm just kind of, I need more water because my voice is a lot of data. But anyway, so, oh boy, I gotta keep track of the time. But okay. Anyway, so thing is, Saphira, like, yeah, Thomas isn't a super angry person, but at the same time, he's not a liar either. He's not a really big liar. He's worried about being a liar. He could be worried about an internal anger problem. So that's, you know. But yeah, like, I don't know. I just really want the next side to be anger, because we've had way too many different, like I've talked about it in previous live streams, but like we just had too many references to a side having to do with anger or rage or something like that, especially from the sides themselves. Um, I don't know. I'm probably wrong, but I would like to be anger. My face is so fat. And that's why I wanted to be anger, Saphira. I wanted to be anger because I don't think Logan could handle it, because he doesn't control his emotions very well either. And I think it would be good to give Padden a more serious thing to do. Yeah, it's gonna have angst in it, because we got to deal with the aftermath of Virgil telling Thomas he used to be a dark side. He used to be an other. I mean, the others do have a reason to be angry because they've been subdued for so long. And it's fair to say that, like, they're tired of not having a say in what goes on, which is why they're showing up now. Like, Thomas, the character Thomas, has put on this facade that he's a completely normal, innocent dude who hasn't done anything wrong. And now, you know, we have all these, you know, dark sides showing up because Thomas didn't want to know the truth of how he was. But, like, you know, here we are. Sorry, I get very distracted, and in this natural sunlight, my computer is really gross. I need to clean it. But I also just need a new one because mine sucks. But is there anything else you guys want me to get on a rant about? I don't remember who asked the original question, but like, yeah, I got on a big rant about how the dichotomy of light sides and dark sides. If Virgil's not there in the next episode, I will probably cry. You get to see me cry on camera. Because, oh boy. I also can't believe it's been like there's certain like I've only done 8 episodes of React, I think. I don't know. This the thing is, I don't cry very much. Like, I'm not a crier, not really. But I'm just kind of like, if they don't approach Virgil in a way that like makes sense. You know, it would be funny if they had to see as Virgil and like no one knows. Oh, Sydney, you have no idea. I'm really happy you didn't have to wait, but the hardest waiting that I've done personally in this fandom was waiting for Moving On Part 2. So the reason why I did a react to it was because we waited for like 3.5 months. Like, it was not fun, especially like, and the thing is like, you know, episodes that have a cliffhanger like this are even worse. Like, I don't even like, I wasn't in the fandom way back when. Like, we waited. I'm trying to think. I think I want to look up the. Let me see. I'm gonna use my phone here. I'm gonna look up how long we waited for some of these. Yes, phone. I know I'm live streaming. I see that. Okay, so just so you guys know, back when Accepting Anxiety came out, so this is the first episode of Accepting Anxiety. It came out in 2017. Holy crap. Okay. So it came out July 10th, 2017, right? Part 2 came out July 15th, 2017. So like, oh my lord, 5 days. 5 days for a 2-parter. And we were all just so spoiled. We were so spoiled back then. Because Moving On Part 1 came out October 3rd, 2017, and Moving On Part 2 came out October 25th. Wait, there was only a month? Man, 3 weeks. It felt like 3 months. Wow, I didn't know that. I thought it was a lot longer than that. Are you kidding me? Wow. Okay, so October 3rd and then October 5th, 25th. Wow, so we only waited. How long is that? October 3rd went by and no one realized it was the anniversary day of Moving On Part 1. I'm trying to think. So that was like, what, 3 weeks? I mean, that's not terrible. Especially now. Like back then, that felt like a long time because we weren't really waiting, you know, very long back then. Okay, so this one came out Christmas Eve, right? Yeah. So the Christmas video came out Christmas Eve. And then we didn't get an episode until February. So that was basically about a month and a half. And then, let's see, Why Do We Get Out of the Bed in the Morning came out in April. So that was basically a 2-month wait for the next episode after Can Lying Be Good. And of course, the Crocodile Musical came out like shortly after Logic vs. Passion, April 19th. So that's not too far. It's like not even a full month. And then Learning New Things About Ourselves came out October 20. Wow, that was a jump. Oh, wow, hang on. Oh my gosh, guys. The gap between Crocodile Musical and Learning New Things About Ourselves was like, hang on, 6 months? Oh my god. Really? Oh, wow. Okay. That's interesting. So, I don't know. I find dates interesting to like just to know a timeline. But literally, guys, the Crowders the Musical came out April 19th, and then we didn't get Learning New Things About Ourselves until... Yeah, I mean, I know they do. I thought about that after the fact, Cheesy. It's in the end card. We're like, it'll be another 6 months until the next episode. Yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot we waited that long. I don't know why I forgot. All right, so let's see. If Learning New Things About Ourselves came out on October 29th, when did the Christmas, okay, so it came out on Christmas Eve too. Does that mean we're going to get another episode on Christmas Eve? We get 2 episodes on Christmas Eve. That's interesting. So we only waited like a month and a half for that one. So that's not terrible. And then SVS came out March 31st. So we waited almost basically 3 months for SVS. And then we got, wow. Dealing with Some Intrusive Thoughts was back in June, guys. What is time? Like, it's already October. Oh, my Lord. So we've been 4 months without an episode now. Like, when we get to October 25th, if it isn't posted before October 25th, then we have waited 4 months for an episode. Which, I mean, to be honest, it's really not that terrible. Like, it could be a lot worse. It could be 6 again. But yeah, and no, Ashwin, you're right. October 19th is the 3-year anniversary to the Sandersides. That's when we get to have fun and just have merry and be happy that the Sandersides exist at all. But yeah, like I never really like sat there and looked at like the dates and stuff. I don't know, Saphira. I don't know, because they're only working on the script. I find it hard to believe that they're going to get it done before Halloween. Like, there have been times where they're saying they're recording and it took 2 months. So I don't know about that, especially if they haven't started recording at all, unless not every side's going to be in this episode. That'd be the only way that they could get it done that fast. Well, yeah, no. I mean, that is what they said in the live stream. I'm not saying that they didn't say that. But I'm saying that, like, that the recording process takes a long time because we have, like, 7 different characters now if they're all going to be in this episode. Oh, yeah. The 19th is a Saturday, isn't it? We get to have a Sandersides Anniversary Special Edition live stream, guys. Aren't you excited? You don't have to be. It's okay. Yeah, Sydney, indulge in Toonami, because I don't have cable, so I don't get to watch all the cool anime that's coming to Toonami. But yeah, I'm excited. I think it'll be fun to be able to talk. And then, you know what we can do on that day, guys? We could go episode by episode and just kind of talk if you want. Hopefully my videos will be done by then. I hope I'm not lazy. Hopefully my videos about the episodes will be done by then, and you can watch the 28 episodes of the Sandersides from my least favorite to my favorite. Hopefully you can watch it by then. Oh, hello, Bio Woman. We're just talking about episodes and how long we've waited in between Sandersides episodes, and then I was talking about I was talking about how someone said that the 19th, which is the Sandersides anniversary, is on a Saturday, which means that we'll be live streaming, and I think that's cool. We can like hang out and talk about all the different episodes together. Anthony, that's not a bad idea. I guess I could do that. We could do I could make I could do like a quiz show kind of thing. Like a trivia. See who can get the answer first. I think that might be kind of fun. Study your dates, because I like doing dates. I like picking dates, and I like doing random lines and who said what. Yeah, by a woman. I've talked about that in previous live streams before, where it's technically like an SVS part 2. I wish I had a way of like knowing who would actually win something, though. Then again, I don't have anything to give away. I'm like really bad. Oh no, it definitely is exciting about women. Like you missed, if you can go back in the live stream once I finished it, but I talked about it a little bit, how like about SVS and a little bit about some other stuff. But I am incredibly parched today. I am so sorry. My nails are also really dirty because my job is dusty. Oh yeah, I haven't updated you guys with my job for a while. So we finally got done with like over half of the Christmas stuff. It literally looks like Christmas in October at my job, because we got like all the trees up and they're all decorated. We got all the lights up. We got all the Christmas toys out, and we even like started setting up like little Christmas village area. And it's all right next to the Halloween stuff. Yeah, Lily, you get that Nutella. Yes, Sydney, and those are good episodes. You'll see how I am when I finally finish my video. But like, I don't know. Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to yawn like that. See, Saphira, like, my list is going to blow you guys away, because my order is definitely not an order that anybody else would have. Definitely not. I think a lot of people are going to kind of be like, do you really think that way about some of these episodes? And I'm just going to be like, dude, it's just my opinion. Calm down. You know, Amanda, I don't know. So Amanda says once they have all the sides introduced, you have a topic you'd like to see them cover specifically. I think one of my biggest things I want them to do is to approach Thomas's sexuality and hiding, and how he was in the closet for a long time. And I think all the sides had a part in like protecting him during that time, especially Deceit. Yeah, it's really cool to go back and watch the episodes, Jester, and like figure out your list, like putting them all 28 in order. Because I did that. The list is sitting right here, and because I've been working on the video, and it's interesting to note what you prioritize over other things. Like while you may still really enjoy an episode, and there's maybe an episode that like, maybe you didn't really get like that much into, like they may be switched on the list. You know, they may be further down than you think, and it's interesting to like debate with yourself on what I like and what I don't like. Catherine, no, you're right. You're right. And that's the thing. Like, I'm trying not to be negative when I'm talking about the episodes, because, like, each episode's only getting about a minute to a minute and a half of, like, of a blurb to talk about it. But, of course, the higher in the list I get, the longer the blurb is going to be. Like, the more I'm going to talk about. But, like, I think I'm not going to show you guys my list. I'm going to hide it. But I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. Yeah, 7 things so far. So I still have 21 left to go to record. But I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to talk about for the first part of the video. So I'm only going to do 11 through 28 for the first video, and then the part 2 will be the top 10. It's not actually going to be that long of a video, Ashman, because I'm only talking about each episode for like a minute and a half. So it may be 30 minutes at the most. I mean, not even 30 minutes for the first one because it's only 11 through 28. So, 17. Technically, it's 19. But like the first, 18 videos, I'm not even really going to be talking about like that much. It's 18 videos, so it might be about 15 to 18 minutes. But like that's and like I'm trying to think because like the only episodes, like if I'm looking at my list here, the only episodes that I might get on a little bit of a tangent on are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, maybe 5 of them at the most. And it's interesting to go back and watch the episodes with the idea of like, okay, how much did I love this episode? How much did I really want to keep watching this episode? Because a lot of the episodes toward the bottom are episodes I don't watch anymore. Like I watch them like every once in a while just because I'm a fan and that's what you do. You watch content for, the creator that you like. But it's not like all of my like the thing is like my top 5 is like they're not even consistent at like where they're created either. They're kind of like all over the place. Sorry, my phone is being a robot. It keeps blowing up stuff. Well, it's noon for me, which is normally when I start doing these live streams, but I have somewhere to be. So we have about 30 minutes, guys. So what do we want to chat about for the next 30 minutes? Yeah, Sydney, I'm kind of like that too. Let's see. I would say everything prior to like moving on part 2 and back, I can quote like every single line. The cats are good. A random girl, they're good. Virgil and Callie are getting bigger by the day. Never seems to fail. And Dot's doing really well as well. She hasn't really changed or anything like that. She's still okay. I am gonna take her to the vet again to do another check on her heart, but for now, I think she's fine. Jackie, what are some YouTubers that I watch? Okay, well, let's see. I watch Markiplier because he's just awesome. I haven't really watched. I'm subscribed to Jacksepticeye, but ever since he started doing the Minecraft stuff, Minecraft's not really my thing, so I haven't really been watching. I watch the Game Grumps. I watch the React channels, FBE and FBE2 and the React channel. I watch Chris Stuckman. I watch Game Theory and Film Theory. I watch Channel Awesome. I watch. Oh my god! I should just go through my subs. Oh my lordy! I'm just gonna open YouTube because I know I'm forgetting some. Oh, my brother's calling me again. Hang on. Hello. Hello. Okay. Well, I'm doing my live stream right now, so you can say hi to the people again. It's okay. You're fine. It's okay. Everybody's saying hi, Dylan, in the chat. He says it's weird that you guys know who he is. But yeah, they're all saying it. Anyway, yeah, no, that's fine. I told them I'm going to stop streaming at 12:30, so if you want to be at my house at that time, that works. Okay. Well, I'll see you then. All right, bye. He thinks it's weird that you guys know his name. But anyway, what was I doing? All right. Okay, so we're gonna look here. So let's see. I'm also I also watch Alex Myers. He's an animator who like watches like TV shows and talks about them. Yeah, Sydney, he's going to the raid too. I watch Cinema Sins and Cinema Wins. I love both of those channels. Those are both really good. Obviously, the Game Grumps. And then like I watch some YouTubers. I watch Giguk and the Anime Man Joey. I watch both of them. I Hate Everything, Lily Mation, Jontron, Lindsay Ellis, Nico Barbecue, which I don't know if a lot of you know. Nico BBQ. He does like the beating Mario games without touching a coin. And then let's see. I watch Ren Senpai because I'm a Love Live YouTuber. And Ren is awesome. Shifrillis Productions, Smooth McGrew, Sultan Sketches, Talking Kitty Cat, The Completionist, The Odd One Is Out, and Watso Videos. Those are like the main ones that I watch. It's a Pokemon Go raid is what it is. We're doing the EX raid at 1 o'clock. Well, Lily, he called this time because he was getting off at noon and we were going to the raid together, which is why he called now. And he forgot again that I was in my live stream. And then the last time he called because we were going somewhere when we were done and he forgot that I was live streaming. So it's okay. No big deal. I don't mind any calls. Sorry, I'm scrolling back up in the chat to see if anybody else has any other questions. Yeah, I mean, we could do the question thing again if you guys like that. That's fine. I'm okay with that. You know, Saphira, I don't really watch too many Sanderside YouTubers. Like, I know that's terrible, but, like, I just don't tend to watch too many, and I don't know why. I should probably change that, but... I have not read Homestuck. That's CJ's thing. CJ knows what Homestuck is. Oh, Jay left. Bye, Jay. I didn't see you were leaving. I'm sorry. I'm not that into the Try Guys. Dude, Jester, that would be hilarious. If you made a CinemaSins joke for the Sandersides, oh my god, I would, like, thank you. That would be hilarious. I would love to see that. Well, CJ is on Tumblr. If you go to my Tumblr, which is linked down in the description, their name is in my bio, and you can look at their page that way. They're a fantastic artist. You should definitely check out their art. It's really good. Jester, if you do that, you better tag me. I will do a react to that. No joke. I will do a react to that because that sounds phenomenal. That sounds phenomenal. I will definitely love that. Oh, did Galaxy leave? Bye, Galaxy. Okay, guys, so we'll do the quick question thing. So we've got about 25 minutes before I'm going to have to cut this off. So if you guys got real quick questions that we can all answer together, that don't take too long, then let's do it. Oh, look at Dot. She's all asleep back there. She's all tuckered out. Look at her. She's so cute. Sydney, fave color, purple. Like, if something is purple, I'm probably about 100% more likely to buy it. Because, like, everything I have is purple. Like, you can't see that, but the top of this is purple. It's like a shiny, kind of silvery purple. Favorite dad joke that Patton has said? Oh, God. I don't know. Probably the jokes that he makes about, whenever it's in Can Lion Be Good, whenever Thomas is like, well, that was the real Patton shining through. And Patton's like, he's like, but I'm not a son, I'm a dad. so bad. It's so funny though. Okay, so Anthony, you said favorite TV show. So you mean not animated, or can can I include anime? Like, be a little more specific than that. My favorite food is potatoes because you can eat them in so many different ways. Yeah, the ones from the Q&A are really funny too, Izzy. I do like those a lot. Oh, a random girl fave side is easy. My favorite side is Virgil. Okay, so if you include anime, Anthony, like my favorite show ever is Code Geass, the Lelouch of the Rebellion. Um, if you don't include like if you don't want to include anime, I don't really know if I have one because I don't really find too many I like drama shows and I will watch them for a while. Like I guess if you wanted me to pick a favorite that I really really loved, it was called Burn Notice. I don't know if any of you know what Burn Notice is, but it's a really good police drama. It had 7 seasons and a movie, I think. Oh, Lois, favorite nickname that Roman has said. My chemically imbalanced romance. I love that. Cheesy favorite ship, but I am a multi shipper. You are right. My favorite ship is Logents. My favorite type of weather is I do actually like it being sunny with a completely clear sky. While I like the rain a lot and I think the rain is peaceful, with my depression, having the natural sun where I can go outside and sit in it for a while is just better for me. Yeah, no, cat dog, Logan Virgil's good. I like me some analogical. Oh, Anthony, you like reality? That's awesome. Reality doesn't get enough love. Favorite non-sides video that Thomas has made from Saphira. The real or fake anime stuff with Dominic. I love Dominic. I wish he was in more videos with Thomas because Dominic's such a good, cool person. But yeah, I love the real or fake anime stuff. And actually, guys, did you know that on the oh god, I can't remember what the episode was. Like the Broadway show one where they did they had to finish singing the Broadway show songs. Did you know that I'm the featured fander on that video? Yeah, Stress to Impress. Yeah. Stress to Impress is a good video too. Yeah, it was me. Hang on. I can find it. I can find it. It's not that old of a video, I don't think. It might be. Yeah, it's the lesser known Broadway shows. Lesser known Broadway shows. That's the one. Hang on. I gotta get to the end. Gotta get to the end card. It's my old picture on my old channel, but oh boy. But that's me. Right there. On the feature fander. Right there. That me. It's hard to see me though. Because this camera sucks. Hang on. Maybe that'll work. Yeah, there we go. See, it's me. Sort of. I was always kind of sad that I wasn't the featured fander on a Sandersides episode, but the fact that I got to be a featured fander at all is pretty cool. Yeah, it happened such a long time ago that sometimes I forget to tell people that I was a feature fander. Oh yeah, Evelyn. Yeah, I was in the Halloween special that Thomas did a while back, where he featured a lot of people in their Sandersides cosplays. I'm in that too. My Virgil cosplay is in there, and so is my Anxious Logan cosplay. Yep, they're both in there too. Let me see. That one I actually think I have photos of, but it's let's see here. Yeah, this one, the reacting to Sanderside's cosplay. Because if we do Logan, oh boy, it's gonna be really difficult to find this because I'm only in it for like a second or two. But yeah, so in this part, because I'm in this part, it's really hard to see me, but I'm the top picture because I have the Yerk Stotson curve. I look really young in that photo too, actually. And then I also had yeah, and then one person did a lot more shots of crofters than I did, but I'm also right there in his video right there with the crofters jar with anxious Logan. And then my virtual cosplay's in it too, but it's not in like the part that he actually talks about, like the big collaboration. You can see my picture for a couple seconds. I actually missed it the first time I watched it. Somebody told, I think it may have been Maxie that told me that my virtual cosplay was in there because I didn't see it. Ooh, a random girl says favorite Logan flashcard. Probably the shots, and me and back scenes. I like that one a lot. Favorite Sanderside song. Okay, I'm not gonna say what my favorite song is because I'm thinking about doing a video about them. Doing my favorite video, my favorite songs from like however many there are. Is there like 5, 6 of them? I don't know. I had to think about it. But I don't even know if I have a favorite at this current moment. There are ones I really like. Like I really, really like Forbidden Fruit. But I also really like Crofters the musical. It comes on all the time in my car and I'm always bopping. And I really love A New Year Flying to Myself. So I don't know. It's like, ugh. And then Incomplete is so good. Yeah, On the Borderline is a really good song too, Sydney. Like my favorite song that Thomas has sung that's not a Sanderside song is still The Things We Used to Share. I still really love that song. And Ashman, you are so right. The cover of Waving Through a Window with him and Dodie and oh my gosh, what's the other person's name? I can't remember. Oh, Ben J. Pierce. That is so good. Like that is literally like my favorite, one of my favorite songs ever, like as a cover. Gay Disney Prince is good. I'm not as in love with that song as I wish I was. I do like it. Not that it's not good. I just not my favorite. Yeah, I remembered his name, guys. Sorry. Sorry, I was reading through the other comments to get back to like where it is. But like uh but like that's just like I love a lot of the music, to be honest. But yeah. The cover of Waving Through a Window is what got me into the Dear Evan Hansen soundtrack to begin with. Yeah, Catherine, as an asexual, I'm not too big on the twerking part either. It's kind of weird, but it's Thomas's video. He can do what he wants. Sophia, favorite non-sides character? Oh my god. I'm gonna have to say Sleep because I really like Sleep a lot. I don't really have a favorite musical because I haven't seen very many. But CJ and I are going to go see Hamilton. So there's that. I've heard a lot about Hamilton. I'm interested. But we're going to go see it in November. You know, May, I'll be honest with you. I have not heard a single song from Ultimate Storytime. And the reason why I haven't heard anything from Ultimate Storytime is because of the fact that I really want to see it before I hear the songs. I'd like to actually see it performed in real life before I listen to the music. But I don't know. I don't know if they'll ever go on tour again, so I'm kind of like, maybe I should. No, Lily, I like Emil too. I like Emil a lot, actually. I know, guys. Go ahead, strike me down that I've never listened to Ultimate Storytime. Ultimate Storytime happened before I was a fan of Thomas in general. Like I didn't even know about it, so you can't blame me for something I didn't know about, right? I don't know. Maybe I will. I just kind of wanted to see it perform first. Now I've heard the song "Birds" is pretty good because doesn't Terrence sing in that song? Or Terrence's character, I guess. Oh, Cheesy says or asks, "Who is your favorite one of Emil's patients?" I'm gonna go with Larry. My favorite of his patients is probably probably oh my god, it's been so long since I watched Cartoon Therapy. What is his name? That's terrible. Who oh, okay. What are the character names for uh Terrence and oh my god, what is his friend's name? I can't even think. I'm so tired right now. Um Sloan and Corbin. God, I just couldn't think of their names to save my life. But I like them a lot. Corbin and Sloan. I love them a lot. They're probably like my yeah, I like yeah, Sloan is who I like. He's probably my favorite character that Kyle played, yeah. Well, Talon was Kai. Yeah, Talon plays a boy named Kai. Because I'm pretty sure Kai is uses he him pronouns in there, or what, or did they also use they them pronouns like Talon does? I don't know. I thought Kai was a boy though. Well, Lily, everybody was asking like who's your favorite patient of Emil, not that which not would not include Emil himself. Sorry guys, I gotta nail there. Anyway, so any more questions? Any more questions? Yeah, no, Max, I'm right there with you. I miss Emil too. Like getting like that TikTok video of all the sides together, including Emil and Sleep, was probably one of the most amazing things that I've ever had. She's right there. She's right there. She's asleep though. I don't want to bother her. She's being good. Yeah, the next cartoon therapy is supposed to be about Into the Spider Verse. I guess I could go find the kittens if you want to see the kittens. I don't know where they are. More than likely, they're right there outside my door because they tend to hang out right at my door when it's closed. More than likely, the topic they're going to use of Spider Verse is probably going to be the idea of belonging and like hiding secrets and being about to say that you care about people probably. Yeah, I can go. I'll go find the kittens. Let me go find the kittens. They're not even kittens anymore. They're cats now because they're so big and rude. Virgil, Allie, the people want to see you. People want to see you. Here you guys are. Here. You're gonna need them all the way down there. Okay. Okay. But I found kitties. Virgil is much bigger than his sister. They both don't like being held like that. It's also hard to hold them together anymore because they've gotten so big. And they're gonna bug Dot, I'm sure. Okay, so I can't hold them anymore. Yeah, they both dived under the bed. They were playing anyway, so that's why it was kind of difficult. I'm out of breath because I'm fat, and I had to go down the stairs to get them. I'm surprised they didn't go bug Dot. They both went under the bed. Virgil came out. Oh, so did Callie. I didn't see her. Yeah. Callie, it's okay. It's just me. All right, so I got one of them. So here's Callie. She's small. She itty bitty. Ashman, it's Callie. Cali. Callie. Yeah, she's a very small girl. She's teeny tiny. Like she's the same like size as she's the same age as Virgil, but she's a lot smaller than Virgil. And she got a really cute face. What? Yeah, she's a beautiful cat. She's a tortoise shell. So she's got like lots of colors. Oh, bye, Ashman. See you later. See, there you go. Now you can really see her face. Look how cute you are, Callie. Oh, Dot's even come to explore. Dot, what are you getting up for? Where'd Virgil go? Oh, he's behind me. Hi, little boy. Virgil was behind me. So this is Long Boy. He's a big boy. This is Long Boy Virgil. Yeah, Dot doesn't mind the kittens anymore, Maxie. No. Like, she growls at them if they get too close or if they, like, touch her and stuff. But normally, like, if they're, like, if she's asleep and they, like, lay down next to her to go to sleep, she doesn't move. It's more along the lines of, like whenever they, like, try to mess with her tail or they jump on her or something, like, she gets mad. She's like, I don't, strap. You know, like, that's usually it. But Virgil and Callie are from the same litter, so when they sleep, they cuddle. A lot. They really cuddle. They bathe each other. Yeah, Lily. Mwah. It's a kiss from Lily. Yeah, Dot's the grumpy older sister. That's literally what she is. Because she's a lot older than them. But, like, she lets them eat from her bowl, and she lets them do other things. But you can hear her. She's hissing right now because Callie's all up in her business right next to the water bowl. Oh, Jester wants to give you a boop. 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 Virgil likes being small and held like this. Yeah, you do, don't you, buddy? We tried to put a harness on him the other day and he freaked out, so we're not going to be doing that anymore. But I thought maybe he would like to walk, but he likes to just be like this. Yeah, he's definitely just like his name counterpart. He really likes to be like balled up real tight and like kind of hiding himself, but he doesn't like to wear things. You keep falling asleep, Virgil. Yeah. You keep on asleep. Yeah, I've gotten stuff from Redbubble, Izzy. Actually, Maxie sent me stuff through Redbubble, and Maxie's bought herself some stuff too. And Maxie lives in Germany, so and I live in the United States, so it sends anywhere. Oh, random girl, you're gonna be getting a cat or a dog. Which one do you want more? Here, let's stretch for. Oh, look at this long boy. Look, he's so long. You can't even fit him all in frame. He's so long. You're just a big boy. All right. She's so light in comparison to her brother. And they're only 6 months. And see how small Callie is in comparison? Like she's still big too, like but like I think Callie's the runt of the litter because she is so tiny. Well, Redbubble can take a while, Galaxy, depending on what you're actually getting. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Well, it hasn't been quite 6 months yet, Maxie. They're about 5.5. They'll be 6 months at about the middle of October. Because we're estimating they were born probably about the early beginning, like middle of April. Oh, bye, Jester. Love you. Have a good day. And yes, Lily, of course. Lily wants to give you a kiss too. Lily gives you a kiss. Lots of kisses. You like your skitchies? No, Virgil got on the bed. Long boy, lay down. I don't know. Maybe Virgil's just a big boy because he likes to eat. He steals like everybody's food. The high-pitched noise, Lois, is probably my computer. It's getting louder because he's mad. Because I've been streaming for too long. Virgil, the chat is renaming you Long Boy. Are you okay with that? Would you like that to be your new name? He's like, I don't care. We're not sure, Sydney. They were just found together and they were the same age, like same size and everything when we found them. They were found in a vehicle in the neighbor's car, and we took them in just to keep them out of danger because they didn't have a mom. But they were definitely the same size and the same age whenever we found them. And we're estimating they were about 2 to 3 weeks old when we found them because they were really tiny, like really tiny. Like if I had the capability of showing you guys photos, like I would show you a photo of how small they were when we got them. Let me see here. This picture's a little blurry, but that is how small they were when we got them. So you can kind of tell, like, from that's not even a plate. That's like a saucer plate. Like, they were really, really tiny. Like, here they are curled up together in their cage. Like, you can't even tell that's two cats. It looks like one cat. But it's Virgil, and he's laying on top of Callie. You see, look at this little Virgil face. Look how small he was there. Look how teeny tiny. They were so cute. I thought about making a video about them, too. About, like, how tiny they were and everything. Like, let me... To see, like, this is a little video. You can see how small they were in that video, like, compared to my hand. But, like, see how small Callie is in comparison to my hand there? Like, she's so tiny in this video. And she was the little explorer back in the day. She loved to climb and get into everything, every crevice. Like, if you look around our house, like, Callie and Virgil, like, they would get into everything, so we had to, like, lock everything up. Oh, Isabel, I guess you weren't here earlier. I don't, I've never listened to anything from Ultimate Storytime. I'm a bad fangirl, I know. All right, well, guys, I've got to go. Lois, I will not be here next week. Thank you for reminding me to say that again. Next Saturday, I will not be live streaming. I'm very sorry, but I will be going to Chicago to see Ninja Sex Party in concert, so I will not be here. However, I am planning to have a video out next Saturday of my first part of my videos for the all 28 Sander Sides episodes in a row. So no live stream next week. Hopefully that video will be up in place of that. I'm trying really hard to get it done. I have a week to get it done, so we'll see. But I'm definitely going to be kind of busy all the week next week, so we'll see if I can get it done in time. But until then, guys, thank you all for your support as always. Thank you for always being here with me every Saturday. I really appreciate it. I know we've kind of become like a niche group. We don't really have too many new people. Don't forget, you can follow me on my Twitter and on my Tumblr. They're both down in the description. And if you would like to support me and CJ and all of my animals, all 3 cats, and of course CJ's dog Lola, you feel free. There are 3 links down in the description. There's my Ko-fi, which you can make a one-time donation for, whatever amount you like. You can also donate to my PayPal. It's also down in the description. And then you can also become a Patreon, which gets you exclusive content for things that I haven't actually talked about that I'm going to be making. So if you think that's something you'd be interested in, you can do that as well. But if you can't, just watching my videos is awesome. It's enough support for me. And I love you guys so much. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. and that'll be the Sandersides anniversary. So maybe we'll do the trivia thing. I don't know. So put on your thinking caps, rewatch the seasons, and rewatch the Sandersides. Who knows? I might decide to do a trivia, and you better be ready for it. So until then, guys, I love you. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Bye. Dot your butt.